Oh, I hate you. Technical difficult. I can't see. I still can't see. I'll use my phone then. They're having technical difficulties. Sorry for that delay. Oh, yeah, my YouTube is broken. It's broken. Which is fine. My YouTube chat it doesn't want to work at all. Like, I wish I could show you. It's like a monkey. It's like showing a monkey, a purple monkey with a hammer. I'm gonna refresh this page 13 times. Did I do something? Did I face it? Do anything? Something went wrong. What went wrong? All right, whatever. I'll look at the chat on my phone. That's what I'll. Ah, yeah. I'll have to rely on chat because I can't read chat, unfortunately, on my computer because YouTube. I don't know what's wrong with it. Something went wrong. I don't know what wrong. Hmm. Hey, literally no clue. I'm only right. Yeah, I know, right. Of course, when I start streaming, it's Thunder's. All right, right now we got Thunder. Okay, let's see a positive. Be positive, people. Positive. I'm be doing a GIF that realistically I should have finished this 3 months ago, but I didn't because of. Well, I don't really have a real reason, but I just didn't do it. So today I'm gonna be finishing this GIF. I really wish my chat was working because I look up here all the time, and now looking down here looks. I need to pull my references. Because I'm gonna be creating a GIF that I honestly it could have multiple purposes. I might use this as an alert for like maybe subscription or followers, one of those two. We'll see. We'll see how it. It's not like an animation that like I would, I guess, that I would honestly be like, oh, this was like the best thing ever. But I'm doing it because like I have to. Fortunately for me, yeah, YouTube's broken again. Now YouTube's even more broken. Can't fix it. Can't do nothing about it. I keep. Two. Oh yeah. What we need is two. Is there another one? Let's see. Oh, not really. It's good enough. I gotta make sure I pour back and forth. I'll do this. Maybe like I'm just something like that. Yeah, let's try that. I'm not even sure how big this needs. Fix it in post. Tablet. I have to remember all the keys now. Q. Q. E. S to select. I need to fix my hotkeys. Yeah, let's see. Maybe you should look more. What are the controls for these buttons? Could he... Acting really ugly. I don't explain it. This is ugly. What is like the buttons? What are they doing? Undo. That's the automat. I don't really know. Auto. It's pencil. Oh, it's a pencil. He do that? What universe does he do that? I'll do it later. Mm-hmm. That was a cutter tool. Cutter. Shut up, Poco. What's going on? I can't read chat off of my computer because YouTube for some reason is just like it doesn't want to work. Cutter. Have this be Control X. You know what, I'm gonna forget that. That is really, really odd. What? Only actually, and turned out my school schedule was wrong, but also not at this. How was your schedule? I really wish I could see it up here. It's kind of irritating that I can't see it up here. I'm gonna refresh one more time, see what happens. Nothing. Okay, whatever. YouTube. Exactly why Twitch is beating you in streaming, because of stuff like this. Can't even get chat to work properly. Do I use the brush or I use the brush more? I will. No, I use the pencil. I'm stupid. I use the pencil. Shortcut. I don't know if you can see any of this. I have it on. Shortcut was P. So I do have 2 classes in one period. I was just the classes were missing. I had to pick 2 more classes. Oh, which ones did you end up picking? Like they're purposely not doing what I'm telling you. Lily pit shortcut P. You know what? Where's that pencil? Now what and went backwards there. Abnormal psychology stuff. Wow. I didn't even offer that. So how has the first couple of days of school been? They've been good. I'll be honest, I've not started yet. I start school tomorrow. And honestly, I'm ready. I need to meet more people. I need it. I like to meet. Not meeting people in a long time is like itching me. A lot of people like to have like a small net group. I do. But I need to know people beyond that. I need to know that people exist. You know? Good. I remember study hall. Study hall my junior year was like a movie. I mean, like, it was always something going on in that study hall, and not like in a way where it's kind of like, oh, it's fun, we were bad. Like, no, it was actually like, fun. All right, these are still up from last time. I should just make a model sheet. For now, I'm doing some roughs for this GIF I need to make. Finishing it because honestly, it should have been done. But I'm getting to it. That's all that matters. School's gotten stricter, but it's also not. Why has it gotten stricter? Is there a reason for that? Like, did something happen, or are they just strict? Are they just doing it like just to do it? I find it hard to believe it's much stricter. It's like as strict as it was when I was there. When I was there, it was nothing but bad. The kids were bad. All the kids was bad. But then again, now I think about it. No, the kids won't be that old. I was gonna really say maybe the kids I went to had kids and other kids are in there now they've been battered, but no, man, it's not how time works. Here, like, oops, zoom all the way. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do the schedule because originally I was just going to what's this? Maybe the phone policy. Okay, I don't want to be that guy, but I think that is for the best. I hate that I'm now on the side of like I can see where the adults are coming from. I used to be like, nah, man, forget all. Now I'm old enough to be like, yeah, they're right. They should do that. I hate that that's the case, but I mean, I don't think you're on your phone during class. I don't think you're on your phone, but we got keep it a buck here. We got keep it a buck. America, a lot of Gen Alpha can't read. A lot of Gen Z can't read too good. So because test scores slowly became that's what I'm saying. Kids are getting dumber. Like not to the point where it's like, oh, every generation's like, no, genuinely, kids are getting more stupid. So I can see like, okay, we should take the phones away because a lot of these kids genuinely just aren't that smart. If we're keeping it a buck here, we have to keep it real. A lot of these children they're just idiots. So let's keep it a buck here. All right, teachers are out here pulling their hair out. But they got people fresh out of middle school who can't read. So this is one of the rare circumstances where I'm like, yeah, I can get it. I understand why they had to do it. Because it was becoming a problem. Well, I mean, it already was a problem, but it reached its boiling point. It just sucks that it affects you, honestly. I know for a fact that, well, obviously you know how to read. But I know for a fact it was that you weren't doing anything other than existing, and then you got hit by it too because, well, these policies go. These policies affect everyone. Because so and so can control their kids. Now everyone's got to suffer for it. I genuinely do be thinking like, do the parents be knowing the kids are stupid? I'm not trying to come crazy. It's a genuine, actual question. Do parents know their kids are stupid? I need to know. I genuinely need to know. Like, do they go like, "Hey, son, are you stupid?" I'll be wondering, like, how do you to become a stupid adult? All right, you have to first come. You have to first be a stupid kid. Now, to be fair, my opinion, all kids are stupid, including me. When I was a kid, I was an idiot. But you're supposed to transfer out of that, you know. I feel like after you get to a certain age, you have to stop being stupid. So I'm like wondering, do the parents not like they don't like ask questions like, "Hey, why is my kid in 11th grade and still stupid?" They don't they don't ask that question. Listen, you were allowed to use your phone anytime as long as it worked, but I feel like it's because of Chat GPT. That also might be another thing. I'm gonna keep it a buck here. I'll keep it a buck here. I was hanging out with some people this weekend, and we're in college, by the way. Like, we're in college, and they're saying, like, "I use Chat GPT." I'm like, ooh. I don't want to work for you. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't want to. You know, people are getting through medical school, and Chat GPT is like, "Oh no, bro. Our medical infrastructure might be cooked." I understand, like, you know, people, a lot of times you like watch videos or guides on how to do these things while you're doing them. But I feel like we need people to know, to at least pretend to know like the fundamentals. At least have something to stick with you. I do feel like it's a mixture of Chat GPT and how out of control social media has gotten in the last couple of years. I feel like those two things definitely played a huge part as to why phones got banned in your. Because I feel like even if you finish your work, people who finish their work early. I'm gonna put myself in the shoes of the children who are there. If I was that kid, I would just pretend I finished my work. I would just, if I really wanted to be on my phone, I would just pretend I finished my work, or I would just sneak on. I would just sneak to be on my phone. Why? I was a dumb kid. There's my answer. That's why I'm saying I can see why the teachers. I feel like the teachers are my age or around my age, somewhere around there. Teachers are either my age or they're like maybe like 5 to 7 years older than me. You know, they know game, they know ball, they know what to look out for at this point. It used to be like, oh, teachers are always behind on the students when it comes to like technology. But I feel like a lot of the teachers now are really late, really early Gen Z or really late millennials. So they know that they know ball. They know like what to look out for. They know like, oh, you ain't doing your work. I don't want to turn his head more. Turn his head this way. I did not want to grab it back. And apparently in launch detention, you have to lock your phone up now. Oh my, in ISS? Yeah, lock your phone up too? Oh my god. I mean, that makes sense. You are in there for punishment. I learned today. Apparently ISS is to prepare, well not prepare, it's to prepare, but also it is prepare. It's to like, you know, get people used to being in it's to get kids used to being in, I guess, prison. I don't know how else to explain it, but it's to get like the students used to being in like solitary confinement. And as someone who's been, I've been to ISS. I've been maybe like 2 times. I've never been there. I've never been like a frequent ISS kid. You know, I've been in there maybe 2-3 times tops. You know, And I will say, you do feel like you in prison in there. It's like, yo, like this is crazy. I never want to come back here again. They have someone come bring you your work. You can't like no like I don't. I'm almost certain everyone who was in ISS with me when I was a kid is either dead or in prison now. So I guess I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they reached their goal. I don't know what the point of ISS was. I feel like if I was a teacher, I would treat ISS not as like solitary confinement. That's how it's treated. It should be treated more as like um maybe therapeutic. Like it should be treated more like therapy. Like I feel like the students in there should be like be counseled. It should be like a day of counseling. You know, trying to get to the root of the problem, trying to figure out why are they in there. I feel like if someone were to talk to me and like try to communicate to me as to why I'm in ISS, I might have been like willing to talk about it. But I guess that takes resources. It could be like a group thing, like a group therapy thing. Go around the room. Why are we in ISS? What's going on here? What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Have and talk. Figure out, find a step of the problem. Not every kid in there in ISS deserves to be in ISS. Some kids just need they need to get clocked. I shouldn't say that publicly, but but some kids just need to talk to. Not every kid needs to be have the book thrown at them. I feel like that rarely, if ever, works. I feel like it does. Depends. And I don't know. When I was a kid, throwing like me getting in trouble didn't really do anything. I was like, okay, I'm in trouble, but that was it. I didn't get in trouble at home because no one asked me if I got in trouble in school today. Because no one cared, and no one asked. And I didn't get in like such severe trouble that like I was gonna get like suspended or anything. But I definitely I was definitely acting out. I was in school. I wasn't the perfect student I could have been. Where is this at? Where's it at? Here it is. I keep skimming over it. Here, just reference. Go ahead. Yeah, that is unfortunate. How like you'd think they would like learn that it's school suspension. It don't work. It don't work. It really it truly does not work. I feel like if it worked, I would know more success stories from it. Like, you don't really hear somebody say, "Yeah, I went to ISS a lot in high school, and it really made me turn my life around." All it does really, is just separate you from the rest of the kids. It separates you and makes you the other. Like we used to look at the kids in ISS and be like, those are the criminals. Like those are the bad kids. It didn't really, make anyone like change the path that they were destined to be on or whatever. My hair has gotten larger since how many? Maybe make the bumps bigger so that way they're easier to control, follow when I'm in. Make the bumps bigger. Around this, I did alter. You ever have ISS before, Poco? You ever? I highly doubt you. I highly doubt you ever did. You never know. Maybe somebody tried you. You clocked them in their mouth. because I was late. What? Detention for being late? I could see it being like a phone call, but detention? I mean, I guess it would depend on why you're late. Did you have justification for being late? Did you have like a did you have a good enough reason? I guess. Yeah, I think I finally know what that noise is. I think I finally found. Finally found. I need to change these keys. I kind of want to use the F. Kind of want to do it. I think I finally found out where that noise is. Mixer. Oh, that's not your fault. You're dropped off late. That's ridiculous. You should not be getting dropped off. You should not get trouble for being dropped off late. I wonder if I just, I just muted something. I'm wondering if it's the music. Music's not playing. Why the music's not playing? Does that affect the music? Let me see. Oh, does that affect the music? It does affect the music. If I mute this, if I mute this, can't hear it. Oh, that's annoying. That's truly annoying. But yeah, being dropped off late and then getting in trouble for like I don't know. That's kind of lame. That's definitely lame. Because that's your parents' fault. Well, that's what. What does you going to detention do for you? I'm assuming because like when I was in school, you had detention for violence or purposely being a jackass in school. That's how you get detention. That's how I'm looking at it. You know, either, and I didn't know there was more things that could potentially happen. You know? So I was just going off of the only things that I knew you can get detention for. But yeah, what is you getting detention? How's that? That doesn't make you stop being late, especially if you're being dropped off late. That's a parental thing. Yeah, that's your parents. I don't see how they think you. Huh? What? Detention is supposed to be a correctional thing. You're not doing anything. So what are they correcting? I should ask the school. I'm like, why is she in detention when literally they have no control how or when they get to school? And the whole point of detention is to correct the behavior. You're being punished for no reason. That is weird. That's odd. And I'm trying to wrap my head around it. It genuinely does not make any sense how that would even. I don't know. I would ask the school, but it's a new, you know. I feel like even when I ask them, they don't have a reason. They never have a reason. Why'd you do this to my child? I don't know. What are you gonna do about it? Hmm? Go to a different district. Good luck with that. I need to. Is that what I think it is? Okay. No. Mm, you I know headphones are important. My violent past is up that behind elementary school. I mean, that's good. That's good that you left your violent past behind. I know you used to. I feel like every kid's gone to a fight at elementary school. Like fights pre pre elementary school or pre middle school don't count. Yeah, those don't count. It's the safest to fight when you're elementary school because kids are not throwing haymakers, you know. So it's the safest. It's the safest time to mess around and find out, in my opinion, because kids are not throwing haymakers. Got into a fight, but you tackled a kid. Why you tackle a kid? Why am I not expect? Those are the eyebrows. I mean, those are not the eyebrows. Those are also little. Golly, what is that? Dude, the stabilizer off right. I need free reign. Pum. Actually, I don't want. I'm gonna do a less boring face. That will make the expression look. It won't be welcoming. You stole my hat. You tackled somebody over a hat for no reason. To be honest, I hated her a lot. I don't think she ever heard of a personal. Okay, you was just out here just. Ha! I mean, I don't condone that. I don't condone. I hear myself. Where's that coming from? I need to mute one. Which one? I'll let it slide. Is this it? I shall find a linen. At least you showed her. I mean, if we're being honest, if you didn't like her, if you didn't like her being your personal space, doesn't tackling her kind of like defeat the purpose of that? Wouldn't tackling her like be the opposite of like what you wanted? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Pogo. I feel you. I think it's funny that like your whole thing was like her not knowing personal space, and then you tackle her. Let me put average stabilizer. I don't need much. Let me do 4. I don't know why it's on 20. I'll do 10. Also, I don't need to keep my hand. The controls these up here. I don't need to do. Of course, I have it. You tackle her to the ground. Did you at least punch her? Yeah, at least throw like a couple shots in. You know, like at least I'm not condoning children fighting. But I'm saying if you already got to that stage, you might as well get a couple licks in. You know, really wind that thing back. You know, not condoning it still. You know, but if you were, I'm just saying. You know, yeah, not condoning. I gotta make sure his eyes aren't too big because big eyes indicate cuteness, and I don't want this to be like a cute design. Yeah, that's a good size. I'm not holding. Oh, I'm confused at what the hell that means. She was with her friends. One of them being my old friend, but her friends were. Oh, so you didn't? Oh, it was a crash out then. You crashed out. That's what happened. Okay, I get. Okay, I get it. I get. If it's a crash out, I get it. I can get the crash. All right. The fact that she had both her friends and they was outside your class, your weight class. Hey, that's respect. Bow, 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 bow. Hold her head down. Bow, 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 bow. I remember the girls used to fight like that in school. One girl would like grab some girl's head and just go wah 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 like oh, like, it was for the mayhem. The barbarism. It was insane. Just seeing some random girl like, oh my god, you know, random girls getting, like, yo, what's happening? How we get here? This is just violence for sake of violence, you know? That's frame 1, and we're gonna want frame 2 to look a little different. So pop this baby. What other drawings are there? Get rid of this. I don't want this here. Get rid of this. All these. Boop. This. Do this. I need to delete all these. I shouldn't have did that. Actually. They've gotten, wait, alright. You say school fights have gotten wild, right? But like, school fights when I was in school were already kind of wild. So you're telling me it's got, alright, what's the worst school fight you've ever seen? Alright, 7's kind of, why is it 7? Whatever. But yeah. I can believe it because social media, you know, because I feel like people are doing too much. People are doing too much, you know. It used to be in school, you fight, you beat someone up, that was it, all right? When Facebook and all that was popping off when I was a kid, it got worse. But now you had to stop somebody out. Now you had to curb stomp somebody. Now you had to beat someone nearly to death. I want no parts. No ma'am. Ma'am. I feel like after 2012, yeah, you can't fight in school no more. Fighting in school is equivalent to fighting on the streets. You're gonna die. So I remember 7 different fights starting in the same hall. Yup. Did somebody pull her earring? Oh my! I hate. Ooh, that means they jumped her. That means she wasn't ready. Either she didn't want to fight, or they jumped her. Or they snuck her. Because only way you can get your ear ripped off almost is your earrings are in and someone pulled on them. So they punks. They're already punks. Again, I don't condone children fighting. I have to keep saying that. I don't condone children fighting. But that's crazy. All they do is they see fights used to be fun. Now every time I see one, I'm like, oh my god, someone's gonna die. You'll be doing too much. Hey bro, knock buddy out and go home. Why are you like doing all this extra stuff? You're doing too much. Now people want to embarrass you. I didn't want to put you on TikTok. Oh, I couldn't imagine. I'm glad when I was in school, TikTok was not a thing. I think TikTok literally became a thing the year I was graduating. So it wasn't popping off yet. I couldn't imagine like what the TikToks people be making, the CapCut edits, somebody getting stomped out. No. Sir, ma'am, no. You're not gonna see me on a CapCut getting stomped out. Hell no. Can't do it. Won't do it. Shall not do it. At that point, I'm not gonna say it. At that point, you might as well, you know, really, you might as well finish what you started. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm not in school anymore. Well, I am in school, but I'm not in like high school. Yeah, it was barbarism. A bunch of barbarians. The entire hallway was bleached cut. Oh my god, it was that much. Oh. I ain't gonna lie to you. We never had that. In my school, we never had to. We had to bleach the whole hall. That to me is like In my opinion, that should be charged. That should be like a charge of mutilation. Like, you should be charged with mutilation for doing it to somebody. You know, but you mutilated them. You ripped off probably a piece of their ear, or whatever that, or you like almost ripped it off, like you said. That should be like a charge of like, all right, you can charge for like mutilation because that's kind of crazy. How you almost ripped somebody's ear off? Come on now, it was never that serious. And it was no teenage girls. It was probably fighting over something stupid. The teenagers be willing to throw it all. They throw it all away, for like one little thing. And I can't believe I used to be like that. I used to be like, nah. I used to be a crack. Yeah, I would be wondering how bad it was too. The whole hallway smelled like bleach. Probably leaking. Probably not only from like the ripped earring, or her ear almost getting ripped off. But like, and here's the thing. I'm thinking about hoop earrings. I'm thinking about piercings. It could have been studs. It could have been anything. Could have been anything. Oh my god. See, this is why I don't like teenagers. I don't like teenagers at all. I don't like them. The further you get away from age of a teenager, the more you realize they're awful people. They're not good people. They're not. Man, every teenager, when I was a teenager, man, we weren't good people. We weren't. I'm gonna be honest with you. We weren't good people. Some of us were. Some of us were more mature. But the ones that weren't mature, the ones that had a broken home, always acting up. Acting a fool. I'm glad that's over. Let me get the expression down first before I start doing. I feel like fights in school nowadays, they lean heavily toward attempted murder. I feel like, I don't know, teenagers be like, and the crazy thing about it being a teenager is that you think that you're so correct. You think what you're saying is like, oh, like I'm the most realest one here. What I'm saying is facts. Everything you're saying, bro, like I'm trying to hear all that. When I was a teenager, you couldn't tell me anything. You couldn't. I wouldn't listen to you. I would listen to you. Well, actually, no. I would pretend I'm listening to you. You know, like I'll be like, Whole time in my head, I'm like, all right, when this is over, I already know what I'm gonna do. The Feet Man has the video of the simultaneously. Wait, there's 700 fights going on at the same time? Like there were 7 individual boxing matches happening in the same place at the same time? That's pay-per-view. You have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose. You have to pick and choose who you want to see box? That's crazy. We never had 7 fights going on at the same time. In the same hallway. Yo, I can already picture which hallway it is. I can already picture which hallway. I can already picture the hallway. It's actually crazy. You never catch me back there. You never catching me. I'm never going back to high school. If I could avoid it, I'm never even entering. The only time I've ever gone back to a high school was when I was getting like my records. And even then, I didn't really want to do it. Yeah, high school. They're so dumb with their violence. I mean, there's no way to be. I mean, there's no smart way to, I guess, to be violent, but, but they 7 fights at the same time. got the video of the separate different fights. Everyone got infected with the rage virus. The worst I've ever seen was like during our first pep rally. During our first pep rally, and it was just like 7 people boxing at the not 7, but it was like a bunch of people boxing at the same time. I don't know how many you were boxing, and admittedly, I did hit somebody, so I would count myself too. I hit somebody, kind of cast around my arm, and I was like, so that's crazy. Even working for, because you'll get your yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, that's a good rule to have. That's a good rule to have because it only makes things worse. You know, someone posted it on Facebook or Instagram, like making TikTok edits out of getting your ass kicked. It's nah, it's too much. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Why did I join in? Man, I'll be real with you. I caught the rage virus. Everyone was fighting around me. Everyone around me was either running or fighting, and I chose to fight. I was swinging on a random person. I didn't know who he. I don't even remember the face of the person I was swinging on. Like, I don't. I don't even remember who I was swinging on. I just know I had to cast. I was like, I was just so caught in the moment. You know? It's like that one clip up from the Boondocks where Riley throws a chair and the guy goes, "I'm mad," and they start fighting. Oh, it was so. I kid you not. There was literally no reason for me to do that. I had no reason to start boxing. There was none. I had no excuse. Nothing. People started boxing. All right, we boxing now. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. Oh my god. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't even angry. I wasn't even like mad at the world. I was just like, ooh, a fight, and I just started. That's why I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience when I say teenagers are idiots. You know, I was an idiot. Why was I boxing? No clue. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. Like real talk. I had no reason to start hitting people, but I was just doing it. The crazy thing is, people who were, because it was like one major fight broke out, and then like 5 other fights broke out. The crazy thing is, at the beginning, the person who started the fight didn't even really want to start the fight. Somebody pushed him into the other. I saw it with my own eyes. Somebody pushed him, and then he used the momentum from the push to leap into the air, and he Superman punched the other guy, and that's when the fight broke out. We had to shelter in place because of the sheer chaos. Oh my god. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's kind of crazy. I know that's crazy. And we never had a fight so bad where you had to be locked into the room. That is kind of nutty. Did they know because of a fight, or was it like, I don't know, like why they go to like shelter in place? Was it that violent? The wildest part about that was it happened when the school. The day just that's crazy. But to be honest, most fights do happen in the morning when I was in school because like everyone's awake, everyone like fresh vitamin C in them. Everyone like peer pressuring. Oh get him, bro, like, get him. You know, everyone wants to see a fight first thing in the morning, so they kind of gas it up. Oh you'll let me get away with that? Oh there he is, there he is. I found him. That's what you want to do. I hate that I'm speaking from experience. The more I speak, the more I realize how much of a terrible person the younger me was. Because man, what am I talking about here? Yeah, people just be like, oh there he is. Find him. Next thing you know, boom, fight. I should make this bigger. Have it be like a. Only have 5 frames. I gotta make this. How do you wake up with violent being the first day? I feel like it's the peer pressure. It's the peer pressure. Everyone's kind of waiting, So like your friends are saying like, "Hey, I saw so and so in this hallway." You're like a whole crowd of people are following you. Everyone like, the thing about school fights is like most of the time in a school fight, I feel like the people who are fighting didn't even want to fight, But their friends are like the peer pressure. It gets to you. It gets to you. Cause like you're right. Who wants to fight first thing in the morning? Usually on the day of a fight, whenever it was I'll be honest first. I'll be honest. Whenever it was like a day for me to have to fight, I had butterflies in my stomach. I was like, ooh, I gotta go to school and face violence. It was never like, oh yeah, I feel like even if you can beat somebody up, which I never been in a position where I'm like, oh, I can definitely whoop somebody, But I feel like even when you're like aware, you beat somebody up, you don't want to do it because it's just it's kind of it's no one. I feel like no one really craves violence, But yeah, I was just straight up like, okay, waking up, butterflies in my stomach. Well, I had to go box. No, that's not a good feeling. Usually fights for us started later in the day, like around lunchtime. Well, I mean, kids got. I mean, the thing is, like, you're being gassed. It isn't always fights don't always break it up again in the day. But if it's like real beef, like real beef, it might start bidding in the day, But like most times, it is later in the day, because, and that tells me the later it is in the day that the people don't want to fight. That's what that tells me. If it's later in the day, no one wants to fight. Okay, if it's early in the morning, it's on site. First at the cafeteria, bah! You're getting clocked, Oh, you're sleeping. You're gone. Z's, But I feel like when it's at late afternoon, you're not seeking this person out. You might even be purposely avoiding them. Or you're making up excuses because you don't want to fight them, I feel like we fights are very much carried out by like or I should say or encouraged by the people who aren't fighting, I used to be like I remember being in the crowd following the people to the fight, but when it was my turn to fight, like, oh, I don't want to do this. You can't say that. You see that you're a punk because you can't even say anything. Plus, everyone's been fighting this whole time and you've been enjoying it, so I'd be a hypocrite. Yeah, I'm not proud of fighting. I shouldn't have been fighting in school. No one should be fighting in school. You're not there to fight. You're there to learn. But man, the days you knew a fight was coming, there was like an energy in the air. Like you knew, oh, somebody's finna get down today. I remember being so desperate to record a fight that I hated someone else my phone to record it. and that's another thing. Being the kid with the video, you know, like you were the coolest kid. You were the coolest kid for having the video. And as someone who had like recordings of fights on my phone, I never went back to rewatch those fights. Never did it. I did it purely for like the oh, who had the fight? Adler got the fight. Adler got the fight. You know, like that was, you know, it sounds stupid because it is. It is stupid, but like that's just how it was, unfortunately. I'm just glad I'm not, you know, I'm not in that world anymore. You know. And now there's grown men doing it. Now there's grown adults. There's grown, like, I feel like you're supposed to grow out of that, and I feel like a lot of people did not grow out of it. Now they're like in their 30s and 40s, they're recording fights. Like, Brody, break it up. I remember one time we were gonna we were going to a fight. You know, sometimes there are times you had to walk to the fight. We were walking to a fight, and like the person who was fighting, his dad's neighbor came out of the house, and we're thinking like, oh snap, an adult's here, fight's over. No, this grown man took one of the kids who was going to fight to his place and had him practice boxing. No, actually no, because he walked in and they were already fighting. They were already fighting, and then he took the kid. His name was Chris. He took Chris back to his place, and it taught him some more boxing. I guess some more shadow boxing techniques, and it brought him back outside to fight again. Where are the parental figures? This is a grown man. This is a grown man seeing a whole bunch of teenagers outside of his friend's house fighting, and then he sees that his son's best friend is not fighting the way he wants him to fight. So he takes him inside the house, has him practice, and brings him back outside. You can't rehabilitate that. That is, you need to you can't rehabilitate that. You can't fix that. You can't fix. Nah, that's a pit him in the dirt. I hate to say it, that's a pit him in the dirt situation. You can't fix that. You could cut it off, end it. That is generational cook. That's generational. You're cooked for generations. The daddy and the grandpa on some bullshit. You're cooked. Crazy work, but I mean that's how long were y'all waiting outside for him to come? Here's the thing, I don't even know if we knew he was coming back. That was the part that confused me. We thought he brought him inside to talk to him. We thought he was breaking up the fight. I was the oldest there. I was like what, 17, 16, something like that. And I'm thinking, okay, adults here, you know, they gonna break it up. You know, no, we thought it was over. Thought it was over. He comes back outside. I'm like, bro, what is going on, bro? Like, you can't, no. And I remember, I was at the center. I was at the park, and I was sitting on a basketball at the basketball court. Everyone else was there, and in the same, I think Chris and his dad pulled up. And he basically walked up to the other kid that was fighting Chris, and he threatened him. He was like something like I'll fight your mama, your daddy. Like basically saying like I'll fight whoever. I'm like, you're a grown man. I remember saying this because people were laughing when I said this. I was like, you know, threatening the whole family. He's threatening the whole family tree. Every branch, every leaf, every stem, even the seeds. He's threatening the acorns. Oh, this is crazy. What do we like? That's how I knew my neighbor. That's how I knew my neighborhood was cooked. So that's when I realized I can't live here. I can't be here for. You're telling me? And it was a host. To be fair, the dude pulled a knife out on Chris on the school bus, and I was the one who pointed it out. It was like early in the morning. It's like 5. It's like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, probably late 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And Chris comes back to the other kid named Sebastian. Sebastian's sitting in his seat, and Chris comes back, and Chris is getting ready to box him. And the sun was perfectly aligned. It was fate. The sun was so perfectly in line, came down. It shined directly on the blade that Sebastian was hiding behind his back. So I'm like, he got a blade! He got a blade! Everyone's like, what? They're like, everyone's freaking out. Not funny. I was like, hey, yo. He got it on him. What are we doing? Yo, it was crazy. Chris is like, whoa. I'm like, yeah. Brody had enough. I don't know what. Brody had enough. He had enough. Okay? Anyone could have got the smoke that day. He didn't care. Didn't matter. Anyone that day was, hey man, that was the crazy thing was they were on and off friends, but they would constantly be fighting or beefing with each other. It was just like, that was crazy. I said, bro, he really pulled a knife out on Brody. But yeah, that was the day I realized, well, I'm like, yeah, bro, I cannot live in this neighborhood no more. I have to get out of here. I have to get out of here. This is not where I want. This is not where I want to be at for the rest of my life, bro. Everyone here they're cooked. They're cooked. They're cooked. I don't want to join. I don't know. They're cooked. Yeah, that was a. I don't miss none of that at all. I don't miss none of that at all. Now, when I'm grown and someone wants to fight me, I can just walk away and not have to worry about anything. You know, I don't get peer pressured into fighting people. But that's the thing. I feel like if I still lived in my old neighborhood, I probably could get peer pressured into fighting somebody. Oh, you let him punk? I'm out, bro. I'm going home. I feel like at some point you need to realize you're too old to be fighting. In my opinion, if you paying taxes, you're too old to be fighting. And I know, well, I don't pay taxes. That don't mean you start boxing. If you're old enough to pay taxes, you should not be fighting. Unless and there's a big unless they hit you first. Unless it's like, okay, I need to defend myself. That's one thing. But as a grown adult, you should not be fighting because someone said something mean to you. You know, like if you grown, and you out there boxing, and what somebody said on Facebook, you're a loser. I'm gonna say it is what it is. If you're out there, like you can excuse it with kids. Kids are dumb. Teenagers and kids are stupid. All right, I can forgive them for boxing at the ripe old age of like 16 or 17 or 10 or 11 or maybe even 4 years old. You know, 4 years old on TikTok now. Like, I don't know, if I was 4 years old and someone on TikTok and was like, they added me talking trash about me. Oh, we boxing at the seesaw. Seesaw is up. The C and you. What's going on? But yeah, I would never. No, I'm glad that no. I feel like it's also like a lack of like people knowing how to like properly channel and like control their anger or their rage. But man, yeah, I'm too old to be out there boxing. You know, the moment I was old enough to start paying taxes, all right, and here's why. I can go to jail now. that shouldn't be the only reason, but it's a pretty big reason, you know. Usually, when you're a kid and you start boxing somebody, you know, you get in trouble, you get yelled at, whatever like that, but nothing crazy happens to you. If I go out there and it start me, I'm going to jail. I'm going to prison. That's assault and battery. That doesn't mean that you can't be charged with that as a kid. You still can be. But if it's two kids fighting each other, like a genuine oh, they're mad, they're fighting. You're not gonna get in as much trouble if you just you're two grown men, just boxing people in the streets. Ooh. Now to draw the in between. I'm glad that's over with. I never want to go back to that. All right, why is that pink? I missed something. Why is there any endless? When the heck did this pop up? When did this come from? Bum, dun, dun, bum, bum. When did I move? Man, what is this? I don't remember even doing that. What's it called? You ever been you've seen a lot of fights, Poco. Seen a lot of fights. We used to in that house. People was just boxing. People, and household I grew up in. Grown adults, by the way, just boxing. For what? No clue. But they was doing it. Probably over stupid reasons too. Well, probably the good reason. Probably the stupid reason. Probably like a blur. I'll blur it. I might be able to get away with 6 frames. I'll stick with 5 for right now. I might. Yeah, man, you know what? I blame the adults that I grew up with. They were always fighting. They fight over stupid stuff too. At least I would try to avoid fighting. As a kid, I would try to avoid fighting. Some people though, some people were actively seeking out, like, hey bro, I need to hit somebody. Yo, what happened? What? Hey, is looking for a victim. Wait, no, not me. No. But I feel like the adults I grew up around with, they're like, nah. They didn't care about nothing. Nothing. They do it for love of the game. Love of the game. They sit at home chilling. Somebody say something crazy on Facebook. Now we outside boxing. What happened? This was a nice evening. Why are we fighting strangers? I remember when my whole family, on my grandma's birthday, was boxing at the church, down the street. Generational ass whooping. Not even lying. Generational ass whooping. My grandma was there fighting. My aunts were there fighting. My mama was there staying. My uncle was there. And they were fighting a whole separate family. I don't know what happened before that because I was inside the house. Next thing I know, they're saying like, I'm getting called into like my room. Apparently, everyone's all the rest of the kids look at the window and they're like, "Yo, why are they down there fighting?" I'm like, "What?" See them at the church. Hey, yo, put my shoes on. I'm down. I'm down there. What's going on? Only thing I see. I shouldn't laugh. It's really messed up. I saw my sister's godmom. My sister's godmom was laid up on a tree like this. Eyes swollen. I'm like, oh my god. It was like, bro, that was the first thing I saw. I was like, yo, what happened? And then I'm seeing like, my aunt had like two other women in her arms like this. She was like holding them. And she had them both in like headlocks like this. I'm like, I don't know what her play like tactics were, but she was just going at it, and they was getting like this like my other arm was crawling on the ground. She was jumping hitting people, and my grandma, this is generational ass whooping. There was this girl who I went to school with. My grandma was on top of her, and she had her down like she said, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" Didn't even let her finish sentence. Didn't even let her respond. Maybe she was done. Who knows? You got beating her ass. Crazy work. You know, I should be doing. This is what I should be doing. Upsell that blur effect. Actually, I don't even know what the hell I'm blurring from. The moral of the story is, don't fight. Fighting is for primitives. That's another thing. We got our phones talk to us now. Why are we still fighting? We're so far in the future. Why are we still fighting? Come on now. It is too late in the future to be fighting. Fighting is for sticks and stones. Like what are you fighting over? Yeah. Other eye. I'll have the eyes shut for that. Supposed to rain tomorrow, my first day back to school. It's gonna be very unfortunate. We've lowered this down as It's gonna be flowing back. Hope this flows nice. That's my biggest concern. But I need to do this in like 5 frames. I can't do more than 5 frames. I will if I feel like I can get away with it. I don't know if secondary actions count, but we'll see. I also feel like it should be an R. An R2. Due to the classes I picked for class, I'll be able to care for baby. Oh, that's nice. Cute little baby chicks. What class was it? Home ec? Was it like home ec class, something like that? Not home ec. I don't know if that's even a thing anymore. I mean, it wasn't a thing. It wasn't a thing when I was in school. You know how much I love animals, so yeah, that is very nice. Like, do you like raise them until they hatch? Urban farm. That's a these classes kick ass. I love how obscure and like career focused some of these classes are. Part of me, I used to always say, "Oh, I wish I had that when I was in school." We might have. In all honesty, we might have had it when I was in school. I mean, I was just too much being myself to really fully understand or realize what it was. I like that though. I like that. Um, that is cool. I wish I was more appreciative, or at least I wish I knew more about things that were going on in my school. I feel like I wasn't told enough, or like, and that doesn't fall in the school. It might have. I don't know, but like, I wish I was like more attentive. You know, like paid more attention. But there might have been some things in school that like could have benefited me. I I read something really crazy. Okay, sure, buddy. These guys. Anyway, tip of his ear changes. I don't like that. We make it more rounder. It's not. It rounds and then comes down. There's no sharp. All right, now it's up hit. Turn this. That being that far back is kind of crazy, though. I must do it by frame. What, do you know what else they're going to teach you in urban farming? Do you know what else like there'll be like the curriculum with I know they don't give you all like a syllabus or anything like that. I know that. I should finish Final Fantasy VII, the original. I've not finished. Science and planning. Okay, okay. Hey, you can help me out with my garden. Give me some gardening tips. Small, it should be as we're zooming in from. On your own garden. Man, Pogo, what are you good for? Hmm? Golly, what's the whole point of knowing somebody can do something and you're not going to help me out? Dun, dun. So, hoping this works out. I'm kind of winging it right now. I'm not using any of the 12 principles. I'm using like 2 max. Two principles at max. Bum bum dun dun. 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 Get this up high. As my aunt told me, I'm only good for taking out. Dang! That's messed up. Messed up. That's not funny. That's wrong. Oh, there we go. Look at me! Look at me! I'm making C's. Damn it! How did that happen? Oh yeah, it was a blur. That's why. It was how this is gonna look. Might look kind of crazy. Hey, maybe something like that. whole point is to trick the eye. Right here. Do. Yeah, had worse. They've said worse stuff about. Dang. This house ain't a house of love. If I leave you alone, look here. Man, Meek, I got my life together. Let's start storming, Stu. Let's start storming. I'm proud that they even let me wear a suit for oh my gosh. I didn't know you wore a suit. That's nice. Suits are professional. See, I need a little bounce. I need a little bounce to a tiny little bounce. It's a little bounce, a little bounce, a little bounce. Maybe. There's pictures. This is crazy. Oh yeah, I thought you meant the pictures of them calling you slurs. I shouldn't laugh. That's right. That would not be funny. There's pictures of them calling you slurs. First things first. The eyebrow should. It's. Yeah, I know that now. I know that now. Before I was like, what pictures of the slurs? I know they said only 5 frames, but I need, and I do mean I need some follow through. A little bit of follow through, a little bit of follow through, a little bit, not too much, a little bit. A little bit of secondary action. That's all I need. That's all I want. Have this split it up here. I'm not supposed to be doing. I'm not supposed to. God, oh my god, God, oh my god. I'm not supposed to be doing. They said 5. I'm just going. I hit the S button. I was told 5 frames only. I'm already going overboard. Oh, I've seen these pictures. You were wearing a little tuxedo. Yeah, I've seen these. Yeah, I think your mom sent me these. Yeah, you wearing a tuxedo. That's nice. You look so You look so professional. In your tuxedo. That's called professionalism. All right. Maybe they never heard of it. First of all, there's no eyeball in it. There's no eye. Yeah, I like your little, I like your little tuxedo. Only so what the suit was called. Man, women can wear tuxedos too. I wish people would stop tying things to. Ain't nothing wrong wearing. There's nothing wrong wearing a tuxedo. You want to wear one? You should be able to wear one without any comments. Does it make you? Does it make you more of a man? Does it make you less of a woman? Does it make you more or less of anything? Might need to bring this back. Maybe get a little more. A little more. I feel like. Oh, screw it. We ball. We ball. All right, we're adding a little bit. We're adding some follow through, some secondary action. Okay. That's it. We're not going crazy with it. Not going crazy with it. They calling me a man or basically what? First of all, that's racist. That is racist or xenophobic. I don't know how. I don't know what being Hispanic has to do with masculine traits. So they already tripping with that one alone. First of all, that's crazy because black women, for as long as I can remember, have always had stereotypes brought upon them for their masculine traits. So to say that about a different people, it's kind of crazy. Because like, are we forgetting who that said about the most? Like, we're not gonna see the hypocrisy here. I didn't even want to wear the earrings that day. Man, look more feminine. Man, if you don't want to look, man, what does look feminine look mean? Like, I get what I get what it means, but at the end of the day, truly, what does it mean? Like, what makes someone seem more feminine? Because they wear earrings. I know guys who wear earrings. Are they feminine? It's a ridiculous set of rules. That's what I'm getting at. It's ridiculous. It makes sense. One that's like based off of stereo. It's based off of what? pre-existing gender roles. This even got to my little cousin. I wore a dress for one day, and she said, "It's about time." What? I'm gonna punch her in her face. I mean, I'll talk to that child. But yeah, no. No, it shouldn't. It's not supposed to be like that. There's no such thing as like a role that's like meant for you. That just simply does not exist. In my world, does not exist. In the real world, does not exist. For example, if you were to go to parts of the country, wearing a dress is considered masculine. Or going to it's all this cultural, like, given nonsense. There's no real foundation for it other than like, oh, mama and daddy told me so. That's it. I can tell you something right now. In Africa, our place of origin, there are men who wear what people here in the West would consider to be dresses. The whole time, just like long garbed attire is for women. Isn't even like from our ancestors. That's somebody else's thing, you know. We didn't make that up. So no, I don't know. Hell, even it's stupid. Also, who cares? I mean, who cares what? Let them wear what they want to wear. Why's it always gotta be like something like some kind of like statement, like social statement? No. Lame behavior. I did that. I got the button for it. Why am I using Control Z for? Use the button on the pen. I don't even hate dresses because I'm not like, I don't like the flowiness of dresses. See, I like the flowiness of dresses. I don't own any dresses. I don't really wear dresses that much either. I wore like, they were all for comedic purpose. Were they? Yeah, they were. They were all for comedic purpose. But yeah, I get it. Still stupid, regardless. Get it. Yeah, your your femininity or your masculinity shouldn't be judged by your attire. If you ask me, at that point, why is Prince still a man? He is wearing blouses. And you ask me, I feel like blouses are a whole lot more feminine than dresses. Actually, you need to be. Where were you at? You need to stay here. You need to stay somewhere. Let's see how this looks. I rushed the hell out of this. See how it looks. That looks good. I now wear long sleeves or jackets even though it's hot. What? No, Poco. No. Ain't nothing wrong with having body hair. I got body hair. Oh, well, I guess it's more acceptable for me to have body. Man, don't let society decide the standards of your beauty and your value. You got hairy arms? Who cares? You know, people will sit there. They might say something, they might not. I can, as someone who, when I was a kid, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a real friend, a truly nice person, would never comment on how hairy your arms are. You know, I feel like a person that would do that is like a jerk. Somebody you don't want anyone to associate with to begin with. If they're willing to attack you for natural human like thing like hairy arms, they're not someone you should want to associate with it anyway. Anyone who like truly cares about you, likes you, believes you, like wants to be around you. What do you? Can they have hairy arms? Okay. What about it? All right, that's racist. That's just racist. There's so much racism in the family. That's unfortunate that they said that about you. You have hairy arms, they're gonna name you Pablo. That's weird. Weird thing to do. No, you're not. Your name is not Pablo because you have hairy arms. That's ridiculous. If you ask me, people like that, they need a lesson. Yeah, racism. I kind of want to keep the sketchy look. What the hell is watermelon? Ew, that's ugly. Who wants to use that? But yeah, Poco, no. You are better. Whatever they are throwing at you. That's wrong. They should know better. Oh, sketchy. What's this? Wait, what should I use for my line art? What should I use for my line? Should I keep the sketchy look? I keep the sketchy look. I might keep the sketchy look. Yeah, I might do it. I'll keep sketchy look. Yeah, that's wrong. That's not. I don't know what the. I mean, that's not being an adult. I'll tell you that much. We not out here just calling people like racial slurs and stuff like that. That's the wrong one. That hell. I'm just glad you recognize it as it being wrong, Poke. But when I was growing up, a lot of things that I saw were wrong. You know, I was always afraid of like that, like people could see the same things I saw and not conceive it as wrong. It's easy to do that. It's easy to be surrounded by a lot of things, hear a lot of things, be raised and born around a lot of things, and then normalize it in your head. It's real easy to do that. So the fact that you realize, you see it, you realize it, and you go, no, that's wrong. That's good. Very every time get called sense. No, it's not being. It's called being aware. You know, they're only saying that to you because you're a kid. You know, because if I say it, I'm like, that's messed up. I do say it's messed up. You know. That's damn near perfect. You know, like you're not sensitive for calling out racist or uh sexist comment, and that's it. Doesn't help that you're the youngest. You know, because when you're the youngest, they take you like less seriously. You know, and and honestly, when I was still young in the I am young, but when I was still like a kid, they wouldn't take anything I said seriously either. I would say something, and it would just completely like not even like pretend that they heard what I said. I was so unheard in that family. So be patient. Be patient, and sooner or later, you'll be the one uh telling people what's what. Is this thing? What's this menu? Yes. How is that not already crazy? Wait. Well, that's supposed to be off, isn't it? That's supposed to be off. Look at my. I used this last time. Yeah, that magnet's supposed to be off. I know that if I go do back to the man, I'm gonna lie to you. I mean, you were there. You saw me. I get cursed out all the time. And I'm like, bro, like you cursing me out. Only proving me. You cursing me out only proves my point. That you were like, you know, no one wants to be told what to do by a child. You know, no adult wants that. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, they're giving you a hard time, but no, you could hear from me. You're in the right. You're not in the wrong. Because you're right. What they're saying is definitely not right. And calling you sensitive for it does not help their case. I bet you if a Hispanic family was saying all types of black stereotypes, it wouldn't be okay. No, it wouldn't be okay. Why is it okay for a black family to say a whole bunch of Hispanic stereotypes? That don't make sense to me. It's never okay. The moment you make any exceptions, make any excuses, then you can make another one, and then another one, and another one, and another one, and then now nothing you do has any consequences because there's so many excuses. So you are right to call it out. And I'm gonna be honest, I did not think you would do it. Did not think because when I was a kid, I would get yelled at for even remotely saying like, "Hey, what you did right there was kind of like that was kind of stupid," you know. So kudos to you. It takes a lot of bravery. It takes a lot of bravery to sit in front of everyone and be like, no, that's wrong." Especially when you know what you're saying is falling on deaf ears, you know? Because you already know what you're saying. Like, they're not going to listen, you know? But it's the fact that you're still saying it. That's where the real courage comes in. I have to know. I'm not gonna get through to these people. Like, I can say anything. They don't care what I have to say. You know what these tell me? Stay in a child's place. Okay. Look at that. Stay in a child's place, in my opinion, is a cop out. Because it's like, what is a child's place? The child place to just shut up and let you say what the hell you want to say? At that point, no, absolutely not. I never say a child's. Let me lower the opacity of it. No, not this one. My phone. Lower this to like 50%. See a whole lot better now. Okay, for shading his hair, it's gonna be a little bit difficult because I'll worry about shading. I want to do the line work. Line art. Line art first. Okay, I'll do this just for an easy paint bucket draw. How does? Ooh. Eyes blood and there. What am I supposed to have this on? Oh, what's this? What's this? No, don't click that. Almost. I'm supposed to have this on, wasn't I? You know, I'll close these now. But I already know that they'll be pain in the ass. Which tool was it? Right, close. I think this is hell. Never remember why yet. It's I'm using this. Maybe not. Maybe close gap is the one. This ain't closed. This ain't closed. This ain't closed. This is gonna be a pain in the ass to paint in. But I'm doing this now. Go zoom out. That. This. That. What else we got here? This all this. Yeah, this is all. In fact, till a year later, for me to discover the Bible verse that was not provoking your child because it seems like remember that at all. Bro, I used to get. Yeah, I know how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. I feel like I'm like, hey, bro, like, why I feel like I'm being picked on because I said something that was kind of like common sense. All these, you know, this is why people use the line tool instead of the pencil tool for line to minimize all this shit. But I'm not using the what's it called? I'm not gonna use the am I? Let me test it out. Let me test it out really quick. Coloring layer. Why can I not see in the coloring layer? Do I not have it set to? That only for brushes? That's only. It's right here, stupid. Okay, now. Okay. Let me have this. And click. Okay. I've not done this in so long. I'm so used to having it be done automatically. How do I do this again? How do I create a color? There it is. Okay, I'm all right. Golly, it's been too long. That create color layer. Let me do a test really quick. I'm gonna purposely not finish this. See if that tool does. I didn't even have it activated. Try this again. Okay, which way? What is it? What was the tool? Was it only the line tool? That's not. I'm thinking about the wrong damn tool. Yeah, this should not be on. It should be snap to contour. That's what I'm confusing it with. Okay, now I look like a jackass. Now our Christian families at a point being to be saying up. You sound fed the hell. I'm using the line art. You ain't lying. Ain't lying. See, line art tool is your best friend. Use it. Everybody, be afraid of it. That's too thick. 10. Is that a 10? It's about a 15. At 15. No, maybe like a 13? It's about 13. Oh, I was threatened to be sending him my mom because I said I didn't believe in it. How'd that work? You already said you don't believe in it. I mean, what was it? I don't think. I mean, I've heard, you know, so many things about. I don't know, like talking about something stupid. I think, but yeah, I grew up in a Christian household too, as you know, but we didn't really talk about the Bible. We didn't talk about religion like that. We did. It was one of the things where like, oh yeah, God's there. We didn't really talked about it. We just like, oh yeah, he's there, and no one like really knew what the hell that meant. You know. I'll keep it above 50 with you. A lot of them ain't going to heaven. If he had anything to say about it, I think he's really out there. For him to be out there, y'all ain't acting like it. Pencil tool defeats. I mean, line tool beats pencil tool all day, every day. Say that. Pencil tool beats the line tool for line art every day. Look at, oh, so sexy. So sexy. You didn't get the most. Oh. Still 13. Oh, it wasn't 13. I'll have to get like a smaller one. Line in there. What am I doing? This tool is for. Our entire family ain't making it to. People, I mean, I'm not even worried about going to heaven or hell. I don't really care. You don't care if you go to hell or not? I don't. I really don't. Truly. Couldn't get me to care about it. Yeah, you know, make me a quote-unquote bad Christian. I don't really. I do what I feel is right, regardless of who it is, what it is, religion, and all that. None of that matters to me. If it's the right thing to do, I'm gonna do it. And if Christianity is a good religion, it should align with what I want to do anyway, shouldn't it? Food for thought. I've become less religion. More, I've become less religious the more I've had to like actually think about what the hell that even. Oops, you mean to do that, Rosie? I've become less religious as time has gone on, simply for the fact that like a lot of it just didn't really align. Because with the idea of religion, it automatically, it's like, in my opinion, combative. Because every religion can't be right. I remember as a kid thinking like, oh, what if every religion was just right? But then I get older, I'm like, they don't want that to be the case. They want somebody, they want to be right. We are not on the same team. They genuinely like, no, ours is the right one. Like, what with all the peace and all that? No. It's just a whole bunch of people wanting to show the other person why their religion's religion. The person me into hitting a bait. What? Why would they? Who told you to hit a baby? What baby? They can't get you hit babies. What little baby? Like actually real life hit? That's kind of pressure in the fight is not no. You don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. I might pull the pencil. But this is it looks good, but this is taking a while. I might pull out the pencil again. No, it's not. It's not. It's my fault. I'm going too damn slow. Problem. Oh, bad boy. Luckily, it's only what 5 really big frames I had to do this for. Actually, like they shouldn't tell you hit no baby. What's wrong with them? You ain't making it to heaven. Like you wanted me to punch a baby. You should be worried about going to heaven. I did that with the damn. I used the line. I used the line tool for that, and that was pretty clean. I'm gonna lie to you. Y'all saw that. That was real time. That was real time, real action, real life. It's called skill. One of the most. Hey, when you hit a dog, you know, or you hit anything really, you're teaching it that aggression is how you combat things that you don't like or make you feel uncomfortable. That's what you're teaching them. When you introduce violence into the life of something that is in a learning stage, guess what, buddy? You're gonna get violence as a return. They're gonna be like not gonna be sweet little whatever it is. They're gonna be like, okay, I'm mad, I'm biting, I'm something, you know. Lock in the D. Pencil. I use a pencil for. You never want to enforce into an animal that violence is how you solve things. So that violence will come back and get your ass one day. And then the same people get a breed of dog that is known to be hyperactive. AKA hyperactive means it will bite your ass. If it has too much pent up energy, it's like willing to let go. You get it frustrated. That's what what happens. I I I don't like stupidity. I truly I can't do it. I can do it a lot. I can't do with stupidity. Stupidity pisses me off. What happened there? Are you serious? Oh yeah, that's how we use the white mouth. We didn't use the close gap. Puppy ended up hiding behind me every time I got in trouble. Yeah, that's just animal abuse. I always find it so stupid when people confuse animal abuse with raising an animal. That's not at all what you think it is. You're just hitting something. My house is 13. This I was doing. Yeah, I'm just glad you're seeing what's wrong with these things. Which became a safe spot for the little guy. Yeah, that's wrong. Also, hitting something also shows a lack of discipline and a lack of patience. What you're gonna need for a puppy, it's a fucking baby. It's literally a baby dog. It's a baby dog. If you can't have patience for a baby dog, maybe don't get a goddamn baby dog. Crazy, crazy. I know. Yeah, I remember there was a guy on like a video of this buff guy talking about like what do you do? What I do with my dogs when they need to be disciplined? He said nothing, but they're babies. I correct them, but I don't hit them. I don't rub their nose in it. Like so many things I learned that we learned is how to raise an animal. Most of it was just like this animal abuse. Dog piece in the carpet, rub his nose in it. Okay, what did that accomplish? But I guess you feel like you punish something. All you did was bring fear into the animal. And guess what? Fear usually leads to backlash. Because you only be afraid of something for so long for you do something about it. Now, people are so goddamn arrogant. They think like, oh, well, we're the humans, we're the people. Man's best friend. Take advantage of that shit. I'd see people rub a cat's face in its own piss. See what happens. Scratch the hell out of you. Did I really get? You know, I'll fix whatever needs to be fixed later. Could be why. I mean, again, cat probably scratched the hell out of her evil ass. I'm stupid. No! Move! Oh, Control Z. Uh-oh. Hey, don't freeze right now. Please don't. Please don't. Hit Control S just in case. I guess I can see a cat scratching the hell out of her. Look, I am killing this line art. Look at it. Sexy way. Sexy way. I refuse to believe that she had to get free. Yeah, I don't know. A movie about, I don't know. That is like a that's a side eye moment. Uh, People need to leave animals alone. They leave them alone. It's really all it is. Leave them alone or leave you alone. I don't know how someone could even like as a kid. I remember like hearing people hit dogs and getting sad. That yerp, that yelp. Like I don't know how people. How do you sit there and do it again? I don't know. I don't know. I don't got it in me. I'm happy I don't got it in me. I like the line art tool is so good for line art, but if you're doing it like a sketchy style, you don't need to be that exact anyways. I'm gonna do this. See how fast that was done? She even threatened to kill my cat. Oh my god! These people are like these people are cartoonishly evil. These people are cartoonishly evil. I feel like if we ever sat down really and like told everyone some of the things we've seen and heard, they think we was lying. Let me fix this. Don't make me zoom. Zoom in for it. It's called digital animation. Take advantage of it. Yeah, Jack Horner type timing. Like if someone told me like my life experience back to me, but applied it to themselves, I don't think they were I don't think they were lying. I'm like, Bro, ain't all that happening. You ain't see all that. Yeah, I did. Very much did. I'm gonna do everything else first before I do the eyes and then whatever. All those. Nose is gonna still be the same, pretty sure. I'll wait to do the. Already know. Redraw that. Sure, I ever did shoulders as well. No. Okay. What's the next frame? Oh yeah, I don't want the job. Copy this. Copy this. You gonna do with this? Or you gonna know with that? Or you gonna know with this? Or you gonna know with that? You gonna know with this? Or you gonna know with that? Are you gonna know with it? Now, this is where it's at. Ow. Something ain't right here. Am I tripping? Oh yeah, I'm not tripping. Okay. I'll do the Netflix first. Get out. I'm still mad at my older cousin poisoning my little teeth. Who poisoned the fish? Who the hell did? That's some psychotic shit. Who poisoned the damn fish? What is funny about dead animals? What the hell? Who poisoned the fish with nail polish? That yo, what the hell? What little psycho did that shit? Oh my god, I'm surprised. Like I feel like that should be a bigger deal. Why is killing living life a little tee hemo? What the hell? Damn it! Damn it! Close enough. I should just. More heavier. Copy that now. This. This. And I'm pretty sure. What could I take from? I can take all of the eye stuff. One thing that's going up is that all of this. We'll see that. If V. No. I'll never get people excusing kids abusing animals as if it's normal for kids to do when it has something to it's mostly to do with them not considering the animal's life as valuable. You know, when it's on record showing that kids learn, you know, how a kid treats an animal. You know, it's very, kind of dependent on how they might treat other living things. That is looks. Lower layer. No. Yeah, eyebrow wavers. Like I should just copy. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy. I was too loose with that. Yeah, I was not paying enough attention. That's where having onion skin on would. We're just flipping it. Putting this back on. Take this. Scroll. Page. B. Up a little bit. Take the damn tool. Next one. B again, and we're crazy with it. Look 10 times better. I've never seen people say it normal for kids to do that. If it's not, hey, it is. How does your child treat the family cat or the family dog? That's usually like the first sign something might be wrong, you know. And not for the nightmare hell that is closing up all these little gaps. Why'd they do that? What is this? Yeah, no. Close. That one's closed. That one's closed. You love to see it. Look for any yellow spots. Oh, there. But no, the kid killing animals. Whether it's a fish, I feel like people kind of let fish slide because they don't scream. But killing fish is still like a, hey, don't do that, you know. All the inside parts, I don't care. I can go, literally. Oh, not. I need the eye actually. Oh yeah. But yeah, that is a concern. I don't want this to connect. I do want this. Oh, that's the necklace. Here's like this. Tight. I remember when I killed the baby chickens by accident as a kid, and I cried. I felt so much guilt for killing a baby chicken, a baby chick. I couldn't imagine just killing an animal just willy nilly. No, without like, at least with hunting, you like you eat it as. Or like you do something with it. Also, how kids treat animals is a good practice for empathy. You know, because you can't understand what an animal feels really or what they're saying 110%. Like you can like guess, like estimates as we do. But teaching a child to learn to respect animals and empathize for them because they can't speak. I think that's good practice for empathy. You know, that's good. That's good empathy practice. You can change the background color. I can actually edit. That was wrong. Oh. I'll make it like really. You know, I'll do that after I finish closing all these gaps. Closed or not? Why the hell are you not closed? What's going on here? What else we got here? Aww. That's why didn't I do that? I didn't think of this. Get ahead. I closed the same ones I just closed all over again. Oh yeah, there is. Yeah. I'm gonna do this. Guess I'll do a stroke. Well, I'm pushing the damn keys. Taking them zooming in and out. I'll do this. Get it out of the way. Grab. Stupid. This. Grab the. Grab. Why the hell did I do that? Grab this. Delete this. Go here. Grab. Am I on the. What tool am I using? God damn, that was annoying. Oh, I can't see because God, it's white as hell. That's why I can't see it. I'm going to. Do a little oops. And a little. Did that not come? Face. Wait. Oh man. Wait a minute. Could I get away? Ah, it's mistreating animals is our family. No, no, it's not. No, it's not. I'm out here mistreating no animals. There's not. There's no such thing as a personality trait that can be transferred through genetics, because that's called eugenics, and those are bad. That's what the president talks about. He's got good genes. Like no, that's all. There's no such thing as like good genes. Let's you like talk about like what wellness and health. I don't know what the hell you talking about. But no, we're nothing like. This here, go over here. It's close enough for me. Closed. Closed on this. Did I change pages without even realizing? I did. I need to close that. I really didn't. How and why? Hell's going on? Right. Grab this bad boy. Okay, how's that looking? I'll just redo it. I'm just gonna read. I didn't do that the first time. That's good. That. Do this up here though. Connect. Connect. What else? One. Oh, new world. A dazzling place I never knew. But when I'm way up here, it's crystal clear. I'm a whole new world with you. Ah, did I get this right? I'm about to start trying to find out. I swear to God, I'm about to start doing it. Oh, it's so connected. Oh. Kill. Okay. Bitch. Why are you trying to pick? What's that? I mean, it is. I don't care this. I think that's it for over there. I should be able to move on now. For sure. Oh, confusing my F and G keys with my 1 and 2 has messed me. I'm all out of sync now. I'm resting my fingers on my F and G, thinking I'm getting ready to zoom out, but no, I'm turning the damn page. Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you not on Snap? You are. What the hell? This nonsense that disgusting. Skill issue, not gonna lie. You're right. You know what, Pogo? I'll give it to you. That is a damn skill issue. I should have cleaned all this up and then did it. It would have saved me so much damn time. Being an artist is all about realizing where you could have saved time, where you could have lost time. This is one of the moments where you're figuring out where I lost some damn time. Bro, why are you not? Bro, why are you playing? The most weird part about y'all was not being able to say liar, not be, but being. Yeah, I see. I said I was allowed to say liar. I'm like, you're a liar. Like I never understood why y'all couldn't say liar. You had to say fibber or faker. And we like shot the hedgehog on this bitch. Faker. I found you, faker. I found you, faker. Fake. You're the fake hedgehog around here. You're not even gonna be my fake. I'll make you eat those words. I did this one. Did not do this one. This is faster with mouse. I'm doing this with mouse. Boop. 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 Yeah. Couldn't say a lie. I'm like, yeah, you're lying. Let me then. I was like, yo, you're lying. Don't say lying around my kids. You just said it. Lying wasn't even a swear. I didn't get that. I'm like, what? Why can't I say lying? Because you're lying? I remember I used to get, I had to like try to get y'all to say lying, just so I can get y'all to say lying. I'm like, 'cause, kids are bad. I just wanted to break the rules. I'm like, hey, say lying, say lying. No, mommy said I can't say lying. Just say it, bro. Just say it. You're not here. It's not even a cuss word. It's not a cuss word. You don't get me in trouble. I'm like, man, just say it. That looks good up here. Next page. I think I. The fact that the pencil tool does not have a snap to contour, kind of crazy. What the hell? Oh. Am I gonna use a paint bucket? Oh, I think. What's that bitch when we? What's that bitch when we get to it? Um. Okay, where's that at? Guys, just trying. I think that's it. No. I think that's it for seeing all the strokes. If not, we're gonna find out. Okay. I need. Oh, I should have had a color sheet. My mom said she never let us watch anything with kissing in SpongeBob, which is I've ever heard. Y'all had SpongeBob DVDs. Y'all had SpongeBob DVDs. Y'all had SpongeBob DVDs. I was the one who wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. My mom was homophobic, so I couldn't watch it. Ain't watching that. Ain't watching that. All that gay stuff. Like, bro, it's fun. I know this does not. I really. Exact color. Important image. Ay ay ay. There it is. Import this just so I can. Where was that imported on? Down here. Um. And that color pick. Import it as a Toon Boom. Huh? Me. Nope. And color pick this. Aerith! I'm actually getting kind of sad here. God damn. I the hell what's wrong here? I'm doing. Should be able to color pick this. At this, bro, I don't care. Skin. Shirt. I'm so. This. Hair's just black. Is. I would say, dark. Okay. I already have black, so hey, there's no way you're saying that when you just watch those Norbit and then yeah, we used to watch Norbit. We used to watch a lot of things that weren't for kids. But SpongeBob, where we draw the line at? Kind of. Where's the holes? Where's the holes? I don't see no hole in the neck. Where? Where? Right goddamn here. Son of a bitch. Where's another damn hole where? Oh my god. Where's the hole in the head? I know there's a hole in the damn head. So the chinny chin chin. Where else? It. That better be goddamn. Son of a bitch. Where? No gaps. No gaps. Gaps. Where? Where? How did you leak into here? Are you kidding me? These aren't even yellow points. They're just... Okay, so where in the neck is there a hole? I don't see. That's closed. That's closed. That's closed. Oh, there has no hole. Right? Crazy word. Which means there's a hole in the body too. Then but where's the hole in the body? No, it's here somewhere. Right here? No. And these. Have AI do this. How about that? Have you don't get AI take the goddamn job and have it do this. But here's a different different because there are black movies. Norbit is not a black movie. Norbit was made by black people, but it's not a black movie. You are not learning about your blackness watching goddamn Norbit. That's not at all. Norbit is a movie that happens to be made by black people. It is not a black movie. That's ridiculous. Fight. Don't make me get. Where? Where's the hole? Where's the hole? There's literally no hole. Where's the hole? Where's the hole for the whole head to turn white like that? Where is it? Doesn't exist. Why are you testing me? Because the whole thing? So like, is that this damn? Again, finish this at first. Movies are not black movie. I would not. They're not showing Norbert at the end. The NCAA. Let me shut up. I'm over here saying the wrong damn thing. Also, I did that in the wrong. Yeah, more. No, yeah. Also, just because it's made by black people does not mean it's okay for you to. We had no business watching Friday at our age. We were turning on watching some damn Friday. Right, now this should work. Let's see if this is going to work without making me rip my own teeth out. Why the hell would you do this? Disgusting. I'm just gonna fill this. Let me do that with all of them real quick. I'm gonna do one spot at a time. Of course. Of course. You know, sometimes black people. Let me stop. You know, black people. Where's the hole? Eat the cake, anime. Of the mother. This will never not be in. Will never have the AI do this shit. How about that? Instead of doing everything, have the AI do this. I don't want to do this. Have the AI do it. The AI fill up all these goddamn closed gaps for me. I gotta go back here and do this again. And I did it there. See, I wish I did that. The homie. This also is closed on. Put to it. Of course. What? Not that. That's that's where the hoeing was taking place. There's somewhere in this face on the edge where I'm being hoed. Not the face, but it's gonna hold me later. Black movies. That doesn't make. That's just ignorance screaming. That's ignorant. That's ignorance screaming for help. Please help me, bro. Connect. Damn. How did I miss this? Crazy. Thinking it. What is in the face that is possibly leading to a. Try this again. Give us something else. Oh, that means there's a leak in the hair somewhere. Bum bum dun 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 dun. You're almost done here. Hooray! Shit. Oh, oh my excitement went away. So never... Please don't home. Fair in the eye. Eyebrows are open. You can tell her argument fell apart quickly after that claim. That makes no sense. I don't know. I don't. I feel like they're picking on you. I feel like they pick for anything. Almost feel like they're looking for a reason. Also, the worst the fifth of hours. Oh, that's good. Quarterback and never forget renters' rights. That's important. What was wrong with the water again? Unfortunately, we can't bubble Buddy for poison. I can get over that. Buddy just poisoned the fish. I'm gonna start calling her fish killer. Fish killer! You have a criminal afoot. Bro, where's the hole in the... It's up here. Man, grab this thing. Yoink. skin is colored, so is this hair. Hole in here somewhere. There's not. Let's see. All right, now let's do the other. Let's do this side of the shading of the hair. Okay, yeah, there is a hole. Goddamn. Where? Where? Little ass corn. What is it? I should just have it on automatically close gap, but maybe for this is. Damn it. Where? Here. So minute. The 29 something called a low pressure event happened, which caused the refuge to be pinned into the water. Oh yeah. Crazy that could just happen. Wait, by the way, your water is poison. What? What do you mean by that? Why? Don't I pay you for it not to be poison? I pay you monthly for it not to be poison. Why is it poison this month? Part of me was America's infrastructure. I don't know how, but I feel like somehow that's involved. And I remember correctly, I was gonna add some texture to the hair. I did this last time. I went. This is how I do it. And I don't know. I'm gonna do it like them. Son of a. I know it's up. Oh, is it up there? Here you are. I gotta remember that. Let me do the white details now. Oh. Let me change the background of this now so it's easy for you to tell. Okay, properties, change this to like pink. If I can tell what's not white. This is supposed to be skin color. Where's the hole at? There it is. It was only sent on Facebook, which what? Man, I can't take how unserious our government is. Yo, what's going on over here? I don't see a hole. I lied. Bro, come on now. You tell me you can get AI to do that? No, it has to do everything. Not the shit I want. Kidding me. Oh, brother, this guy's Jinx. Brody, come on now. Give me a solid. Just close. Woo! Dun, dun. All right, this is happening. That's odd. That's not supposed to happen. No! Oh, there's a hole in here. There it is. This one's 100% my. I didn't pay attention. That's my fault. All right. Let me. I'll do spacing color. I don't need that many colors. Also, there's a hole. The chain or the necklace somewhere. Hole in here somewhere. Can you find the hole? There it is. Right, in the background, back to color I can look at without my eyes when to gorge them out. Okay, let's go back to the line there. Yeah, this bad boy looks. Actually, I honestly change it to a lighter color. That's two. A new color. Color a lot lighter. We're to change this. It look more. Less muddy. Not muddy. No, it looks good too. Now I could add shadow, but do I want to add shadow? That's the question. You know what? I'll brush my shadows on. I'll brush it on here. I'll brush that. I'll do probably this. Actually, where's it at? I can just. Probably just. I can't believe you have to be on the line art layer to do shadows. Why is that not on the color? That should be. I should be able to do that on the color layer. Ridiculous. Okay, where was I? Wait, did I do something stupid? And new, then do that. Line art layer. We're going to do this. Now I'm gonna get rid of that. All right. Get this. Ooh, no. Smaller too. I'm animating a gift, but as you can see, this See, there's trials here. I'm just gonna do it like small as possible. Actively. Damn it. I gotta follow my other examples I got over here. Uh, I'm gonna hit K, because that's really doing it. Really. Keep it very simple with the shells, very simple. Okay, now next frame. This and cut over. Okay. I'm almost done too. That's the best. That's the best part about it. I'm almost done. This is for like a club that I'm in. I have to finish doing like a gift. I don't know how to make gifts, but I've made multiple gifts. But I keep forgetting how to like make them. As I it's like one of the things that you learn it, and then you don't use it for like. Well, you whenever you use it, it's like so rare that you just forget how to do it. You know. Could you explain the history of a phenomenon so-called a GIF? I just did. Look at that. I did it before I even read your your thing. Look at that. That's how in tune I am with chat. But I might also use this for the channel. I might use it for like alert. I might make it an alert. You know, two birds, one stone. I have to copy and paste the rest of these. That way they jump on all the. How am I? I know those before. Ooh, that's easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeeze it. Squeeze a lemon. Control X to make sure I got it all. Not get it all. C. Control Shift B. Here. C. Last one. I feel like this might go up as a response, so I'm just gonna grab both of these. Let me grab the damn. Then for the last one. I need to map these. Bring this one. How's that looking? That's looking. Got. Bring this down to. Necklace. Usually, for a shadow, you want to make like you want to draw your shadows in with like a color that won't pop up when you do all that. But I'm not. This is actually how you do not want to do shadows like this. You're actually animating. If you were to, I think you would get fired. I think you would get fired almost instantaneously. You try showing up to the studio coloring like this, like no. Like, yo, what is this? Bro, give me your badge. Give me your badge, you're never coming back. But because it's my own personal thing, also because it's quicker this way, not too crazy detailed. I can, yeah. I don't know. You ever see like behind the scenes of like things being animated? But usually, I think it's for use blue line art for shadows and red line art for highlight. But once again, I am rushing because I need to get this done tonight. For a GIF, that's pretty good for a GIF. And one that has to be done with 1 second. The lemons aren't even easy to squeeze. Where did you keep saying? I don't know. Good question. Now, the next question is, how do I export this as a GIF? No, it's animated GIF. Do this here. I'll test GIF. We want display. Now, the next question is it going to... where's my node view at? Let me get my node. I can't do it. I'll mess around and find out before I... Oh, what I should have done was go to the node view. We should have color layer. Yeah, the color card is in the composition, so the color card's gonna pop up. Try this now. I'm almost certain that one's gonna have a background because the color card. Where is it at? It says it is test. Test GIF. Yep. Right, this is what I expected. Press again. I know I did that pop thing sometimes. I do not have Tourette. Test 2. Probably doesn't. Anyway. Okay, this works. All right. Now let's save this as an actual thing. Let's save this as... save it as actual spot. We go to... I'm just going. I'll put in this tree. I'll put notification. I would say... what's it called again? Ah, not headshot. Is it called a headshot? Damn it, what's it called when it's like portrait? Portrait GIF. But mine's is okay. Now I'm gonna upload this in my test server. See how it looks on Discord. See how this looks. Ay, caramba. What the barnacles? Oh my god. So many cats are just here. I'll have a looping for y'all. I'll make a loop for y'all. The finished part over again. What exactly? That's exactly someone would say. Right. In line. I don't think this is transparent. Hold up. This... see something going on here? It's... story, or is it at? Yeah, it needs to be a PNG. I don't want to export an image sequence. I want to export... I need this to... this is the frames. I need this to be a GIF. How do I export this to GIF? Do I have to export it as frames and then do it from... I don't know what the hell to do. Try this again. Try this again. Export animated GIF. Where is the transparency option? Them not having a transparency option is making actually just black back. I'm gonna Google this real quick. But I think that's yeah. I can do that off stream though. But as you see, this is what we got in the stream. This is the finished product. We animated it today. That was the first time I think I've animated on stream ever. Usually it's always. But as you see, I know what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, I think today was a good stream. A good solid what 3 hours? We started at 5. Yeah, about to be 4 hours at this point. 4 hours at this point. So I think we got a good ending point, especially because it's a school night. I still have to figure out. I had to figure out the schedule I'm going to do for when school is up. What time am I going to stream and all that? I got to figure all that stuff out. But yeah, I'm happy everyone came through. Thank you, Pogo. Thank you, everyone else. You haven't already liked the video. Liking and commenting is how I spread out. Is how people find my videos, how people find the live streams, and it's very helpful. But you anime, I never. Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everything that we did today, and I will see you maybe tomorrow, maybe not. We'll see. I'll have to figure it. Probably not tomorrow, but tomorrow is when I'm my first day of class, so we'll have to see. But yeah, I appreciate it. I'm very appreciative, and see you guys next time. Bye.